Hi, we're going to do some swaying sea Qigong. This is very good for the spine and as far as your back and your middle back and even up to your neck, okay? Just check in with your body and make sure, you're moving within your comfort zone, okay? Just breathe naturally as you do this movement, and you can just be seated, okay? You could be in a cross-leg position or legs wide here, kind of like what I'm doing here. And so I'm just going to let my body go a little bit forward here. It's coming back. So I'm kind of letting the movement come from my lower spine. It's kind of moving up. And I'm going with my vertebrae. And I'm just kind of let it ripple up as I go up very gently. And I'm letting the movement go back. So I'm controlling it with my lower spine. I'm letting my lower vertebrae go towards my belly. Now I'm letting it go away. Again, just breathe naturally as you're doing this. If it helps, you can have the visualization like you're like a snake is doing it as well. Your spine is moving like a snake or seaweed. My teacher would call this also swaying seaweed as well. Okay, all right. I learned this from Larry Wong many years ago. And you can kind of let the movement kind of get bigger, let the undulation get a little bigger as you go, a little bit more forward, a little bit more backward within your comfort zone, okay? And just feel the vertebrae moving here, getting the other parts of your spine involved as you do it. You can close your eyes as you do it and just feel your spine moving. It's kind of I think it's a one, two, it's kind of a 4 or 5 part movement here. So you're going forward, you're going back, that's 1, 2, and then we're gonna show the other movements here in a minute here. Okay, so you just kind of warm up your spine. You can kind of get your neck more involved as you're coming back. If you don't let it really ripple there, just kind of get a little ripple in your spine, but gently as you do it, gently. Just kind of picture yourself, you're in the sea, your little piece of seaweed, you're just flowing with the current. Just flow with the current. Breathing normally, breathing naturally. Okay, so now we're going to transition. The current has shifted, so now we're going to move more towards my left. So I'm going that way. Again, the movement's coming from the lower spine. This upper spine is following as I go. It just kind of follows like a little ripple effect, very lightly. You can start small. You can start like a micro movement at first. You can do like this movement at work, in your office chair, if it's like a little micro movement, there's too many people around you, don't want to be too obvious what you're doing, just a little micro movement here, that's fine. Again, breathe normally, naturally, and then as you have time and space, you can move a little bit more, get more movement in it, more of a stretch in it, but don't hurt yourself. We're not trying to pop our backs or anything like that. We're not trying to do that, okay? So you do it on that side, you kind of feel it going there, okay? And then when you're ready, you can switch to the other side. So the other side, so we emphasize I'm going to my right, okay? The movement can start small, and then you can get a little bigger as you go, a little bigger. Just a couple more. If you need a number, 8 or 9 is a good number. Always do less. You can set to 3, set to 6. 8 or 9 is a good number if you're looking for a number. Okay, now we're going to go to the next time. Now we're going to do more of a rotation. So I'm just going to do a small kind of spinal rotation here, kind of at my waist here, and your pelvis can get involved a little bit as you do this. Okay, and I'm going clockwise here. Okay, and you just kind of let the movement grow a little bit wider as you go. A little wider. A little wider. And you know, you can slow it down as much as you're comfortable. And that swaying sea, there's a little seaweed in the currents being blown around. Blown around. And you know, my teacher would say, like, you kind of look for a camping spot. What he meant was, you know, look for that area that's a little like sore and needs more attention. Just kind of keep a mental note of that. Like, okay, yeah, that's a place that needs more attention. Just kind of log that in there, whatever position you're in. Like, yeah, I need to come back there and maybe do a stretch there, okay? Then we go the other way. You know, you can come back, a smaller movement again, and then you kind of corkscrew and get bigger and bigger. I'm doing counterclockwise now as we go. Counterclockwise. Movement's getting bigger, bigger, and you can always slow it down. Slow it down if you need to. Okay. Again, looking for that camping spot, that place that needs a little bit more attention. You know, do 8 or 9 of these. Do a couple more. Just one more. And then I remember my camping spot. Mine was right about here, so I'm going to lean that way. I'm just going to lean and just kind of feel the stretch as I do this. Breathe into that part. Let it relax. Back up. And maybe there's another one over here. Or was it? Oh, right around there. This I just kind of lean into it, or even something like this, leaning into it. Okay. And that was called Swaying Sea. Just some gentle seated Qigong today. Okay. And please remember to like and subscribe. Thank you.